Welcome to week 2 of my experience in the Little Legends League. This week, I played the Forces of Nature, coached by Toastprobably. Toast not only has extremely powerful attackers like Excalibur and Landorus Eye, but also a strong defensive core of Blissey and Petrarunt. Toast also has 3 dark types, which my team is susceptible to. I had to prepare my team for a lot of possibilities this week, so let's get into it. I started off with Magirda, which is something you could get used to hearing. Magirda had a great matchup this week with the potential to take on whatever. I decided to use a 3 attack Magirda with spikes. Aura Sphere threatens the dark types, and Flash Cannon hits Weezing and Excalibur hard. With only Galarian and Weezing to defog, I knew Magirda could consistently get up spikes and threaten Weezing with Flash Cannon. I didn't want to get destroyed by Flamethrower or Fire Blast from Weezing, so I ran max HP and special defense. In a pinch, this set could also live a hit from Life Orb Landorus Eye. Next up is Slowking. The plan with Slowking was twofold. Firstly, I wanted to use Chilly Reception to set up Snow for Sand Slash. Secondly, I wanted the possibility to snipe King Gambit or Crawdaunt. This is why I ran Physically Bulky with Focus Blast. I also decided to run Psychic Noise and Slack Off so that Slowking could 1v1 Blissey or Petrarunt if needed. Physically Bulky Slowking also looked decent into Excalibur and Gyarados. Overall, Slowking can be useful in a lot of different situations. I knew I would need speed control in case Toast ran the popular Choice Scarf Lando Eye, so I decided that Mienshao would once again be a valuable Scarfer. With Triple Axle, Mienshao could outspeed and OHKO Lando Eye. Close Combat threatens the Dark types in Blissey, and Knockoff can chunk and disrupt Petrarunt. Otherwise, I could U-turn out. I ran Regenerate to stay healthy and out of range from Crawdaunt's Aqua Jet and King Gambit's Sucker Punch. Mienshao could cause problems anytime I got it on the field. Next up is the team mascot, Thundurus. Since Mienshao was providing speed control, I decided that Thundurus could be a good breaker in this match. Specifically, I had a plan to do well against Blissey. I gave Thundurus heavy-duty boots and 8 EVs and HP to hit 301 HP, which would allow it to survive 3 seismic tosses while setting up nasty plots. From there, he could destroy Blissey with Focus Blast. Focus Blast was also good against King Gambit, and any insurance against King Gambit is good. Thunderbolt as usual for stab, and Flash Cannon was a good option to hit Excalibur, Morgrim, Weezing, and Lando Eye. Thundurus could either be an early to mid-game breaker or help clean up late. Now onto the receiver of Slowking Snow, Sand Slash. I gave Sand Slash enough speed to outspeed Scarf Lando, which unfortunately did mean that I could not run Adamant. However, with Triple Axle, Iron Head, and Earthquake, Sand Slash could hit most of Toast's bulky Pokemon super effectively, which is why I ran an Expert Belt. I also went Terra Ground to give me a stronger Earthquake, which would take out Petrarunt and Chandelure. If I could find the right time to set up Snow and Sword Stance, Sand Slash could break the game wide open. Rounding out the team is Swalot, which may come as a surprise. However, I still wanted something I could switch in on Crawdaunt and King Gambit. This is why I ran Sticky Hold, Rocky Helmet with max HP and physical defense. That way I could get at least 2 uses of Rocky Helmet on Crawdaunt or King Gambit. I ran Body Press to threaten them, T-Spikes to threaten Poison and potentially force Petrarunt in at an awkward time, and Acid Armor to synergize with Body Press. I could also go Terra Dark in a pinch, which I didn't expect to do, but it was an option since I was running 2 different Terra caps, and you are allowed to Terra either. That wraps up the team preview for this week. I want to give a quick shout out to Cobalion Council, aka CC, who's been covering the entire league over on the Ubers UU channel. The upcoming battle was his choice for the featured battle of the week in Pool C, so go check that out if you want a different perspective. Without further ado, let's get into the battle. So to start off this battle, Toast led with Chandelure and I went Mienshao. I figured I could go for the knockoff here because if it's Specs, I can get rid of the Specs and probably live the hit, which I barely do. So at this point, I've gotten some good value already. I go for another knockoff because it either kills Chandelure or it gets rid of another item. In this case, I get rid of Black Sludge on Weezing, who goes for a Will-O-Wisp as I switch out into Magirda. Wisp misses, which is a little unfortunate but not hugely impactful. Then go for the Taunt, which is a pretty good option. Full tech on Weezing. Then goes for another Wisp, perhaps expecting a switch. Perhaps not expecting Flash Cannon, but however, Flash Cannon is on the set and it does massive damage, at which point Weezing's basically done. I mean, 3% of Weezing is not very useful. I go into Mienshao, who's actually still low because of neutralizing gas, cutting off that regenerator. And then Crawdaunt is in a great position there. Don't like it, but unfortunately I do have to just sack Mr. Whiskers to Swalot. Not a great showing for it this week, but you know, it did part of its job in just doing chip damage to Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt then trades with me, he gets a surprising 59% on that Thundurus, which is huge for Aqua Jet, as I take it out. Then I have Slowking in Blissey, and Blissey uses Sunny Day, at which point I realized it's going to be a Scoville and Show soon. I chilly out into my Sand Slash, who does some really disappointing damage. I'm not gonna lie. Triple Axe doing less than half on Blissey was sad. I should have Terra Grounded there. I don't really know why I didn't. I mean, Swallow's gone, so it's my only option. But yeah, Blissey is just gonna heal back to full on Sand Slash as I finally go for a Sword Stance because yeah, I'm kind of just like, fuck it. May as well do it. And go Terra Ground with the same mentality. Earthquake here is gonna also miss the one-hit KO, which again, Sand Slash is a fraud for this calculation, but I do eventually get rid of the Blissey, and now we have Scovillain in. So Sand Slash is paralyzed. It's basically done. I let go, and I go to Mienshao because if this is a modest Scovillain, I can outspeed and kill it. However, it was not modest. It's Jolly here, so it outspeeds me and takes me out Solar Beam. I figure it's probably Spec, so I go to Magearna to force a switch, and then double into Slowking. Slowking here is maxed up against Excalibur, which feels Sword Stance, really scary. I hit the Focus Blast, and then we have an awkward turn here, probably pivotal too, where he misses Scale Shot and I miss Focus Blast. Taking the opportunity, I go into Magearna to prevent the Scale Shot speed boost, and I'm fine with losing Magearna to Earthquake, because now I can come in and revenge with Thunderous. I figure he probably doesn't have Ice Shard and Scale Shot, which I was correct about. So I take out the Excalibur with Flash Cannon. Chandler comes in, which I outspeed and take out his Thunderbolt. And finally, Scovillain cannot kill both Thunderous and Slowking. With the sun gone, it's pretty much a wrap game, and finally, I finish it off with a Psychic Noise from Slowking, and that takes down the Scovillain. So this is a pretty crazy game, obviously. It's obvious why CC chose this as his game of the week for this pool. I mean, Scovillain coming out and putting on a show, really. Also, that Excalibur, while that miss was very unfortunate on his side, there was a chance that I would live with Slowking. There's about, I think, a 50% chance that physically bulky Slowking could live that. But, you know, this is a game of coin flips, and sometimes they don't go in your favor. Anyway, GG's to Toast. It was a really fun game. The Scovillain pick was awesome. I did not expect it because I had Giratina, but hey, it came out and did a lot of work. However, I did manage to triumph, and so that puts me at 2-0 now, hanging on with one Pokemon here at the end. If you enjoyed that video, you know, leave a like, subscribe. I'm planning on doing all of this for all 8 weeks of the draft, and if I make it to playoffs, I will do videos for that as well. Yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you next time.